Hello, I want to finish up the storyline for Mr. Jalen Williams. Okay, let's see. This was the rest. The computer cut off yesterday. So I just want to finish up for Mr. Jalen Williams. Okay, let's flow. Okay, Mr. Williams. It was Healing of the Soul deck 2, when you hurt someone to the core or murder someone. And then we have deck Deck 5 of the abuse cards, when you abuse someone or someone abuse you. So yesterday, I said this, so I don't really know. The computer turned off some kind of way. So I'm going to say it again. This was the top card. Whoever, this female and male or whoever it is, group of people, whoever decided to wash their hands on an African American, and Mr. Williams was African American. They felt that he was putting them on trial. Who do he think he is putting him, her, or whoever on trial out of these people? So it says right here that Mr. Williams was hand in hand with the enemy, God says. God knows all. He is wishing for a good decision. But he was dealing with someone who was sadistic, who needed soul support. Follow me? So here it is. They barged in with rage against Mr. Williams. Female, male, or a group of them with rage, where he was saying, no, I can, I won't, stop, I'm not doing it, I'm not going, or whatever he might have said, because it was all about his inheritance, his credits, his property, and anything like that. But God wanted Mr. Williams, what? To get away from the idiot. So it was one main person that was the idiot. God was considering an idiot. These are light green. So he could take all his power back. So let's go over here. God wanted him to go ahead and begin to take his power back and put the brakes on. God saying, put the brakes on this Mr. Williams, because he had a sixth sense. And camouflage wouldn't work. Don't cover up what you see, Mr. Williams. Something was fishy. You know what I mean? He was holding on to a corrupt pain. Right? But God says that he needed to let go of destruction, because these people was destruction. So it was transporting of a drug. So somebody could have gave Mr. Williams a drug, or he could have took one himself. Follow me? I just don't know. Or was transporting the drugs in general, period. Hand to hand, however it's flowing. Or hand to mouth. Somebody out of the equation, out of whoever he was connected to. Follow me? Or transporting of an infection, sexual or COVID, anything like that. So the next card is that somebody needed to do some soul searching. And it could have been him to check himself. Okay? Because he needed to see his worth and saw that he was worthy, but also whoever he was dealing with, this female, a man, or a group of people, needed to see his worth and see that he was worthy. Because God says any deterrent in the middle of the night or anything that's the AM, he needed to get away from. It don't have to be this time, but anything in the AM, any deterrent, because it caused a dysfunction. Okay, let's just flow from Mr. Williams. Universe, you know all about it. Thank you, Lord. Somebody going to jail, and that's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. This right here tells me. Follow me? I can turn it two ways. I can turn it to Mr. Williams might have been told something, a positive story, something, right, to get his hopes up. Because this can stand for invitations and celebrations, right? At a place, a business, right? So he could have been told some information as far as we get ready to open up something or whatever it might have been told to him, or paperwork, or invitations, or anything positive about a business. But this actually stands for the bails, bonds, place, and it stands for the warrant. Follow me? Because she rose to the occasion to beat Mr. Williams at his own game. Because he was going to rise to the occasion to beat a female at her own game, or a man, right? Because right here, he needed faith over all. He had to have faith over all, because he needed a miracle, God's protection around him. So it says a court date was gradually going to build up back then or now. Follow me? because somebody temporarily abused their power with Mr. Jalen Williams. Thank you, universe. He is holding on to a corrupt pain. He need to let go of destruction. And those people with destruction, that whole place. Let's flow. Temporarily, somebody abused their power with Mr. Williams. He need to check himself and do some soul searching. Himself right here with that one, right? So we have this one here. He was hand in hand with the enemy and he didn't know it. Wishing for a good decision though. Camouflage, God said, wouldn't work because he had a sixth sense about it. Something don't smell right, something fishy, something ain't right. Get what it's saying? Okay, it says right here, God wanted him to put the brakes on. Universe said, put the brakes on this thing, Mr. Williams. Something is not right. You see it. Because somebody was sadistic with Mr. Williams who needed to do some needed soul support. Okay, it's evident that they was focusing on money that was coming regular. Money from him. Money they would make from him or anything like that. See, we got another money card. Gold. Dealing with a biller. And they wanted either he was owed some kind of money. He was the biller and he was owed some kind of money from these people. A woman, a man, or a group of them or whatever. Or they wanted money from him because they had some biller, whoever that biller was. They came to him with rage where he was saying no to it. Whatever they said, it was no. Back up. No, I don't wanna. I'm not gonna. Whatever the no is. Follow me? They came with rage. Upset. Follow me? Let's just flow. He had ambition, but they needed to see his worth. Right? They felt like he got a nerve putting me on trial. They didn't like being put on trial, being asked questions by Mr. Williams. Because Mr. Williams was trying to pull out of this deal or whatever this was. He is Mr. Williams. I have skills. I'm ruined here. Get what the card's saying. I have skills. I'm ruined here. You can't buy me. Get what the card's saying. Right? The next card is sitting here talking about work worthy. He was opinionized. This going to go with Mr. Williams with this right here. But I can turn it around to these people too. But Mr. Williams was looking at these people. He was opinionized if they was work worthy. This lady, some man she is with, or a group of people. Is this going to work? Get what I'm saying? Should I stay in this deal? Can they do the job? Can we do business together? Whatever his mind was thinking, because he is right here. I'm on here. I have skills. I'm not sticking around here. This is not working. Trying to buy him, trying to get him to stay. Oh, well, we'll change the hours, we'll change the money, whatever it is. You know how people do when they come down to work, they say whatever to keep you there. Okay, let's go play. Okay, this for the family. Release your loved one is okay. You are still here. Enjoy your life. That would be for the family. Whoa. Okay, it was time for him to begin and go ahead, Mr. Williams. And that's what he was going to do. He was getting out of that place. So it says right here, inviting a healing. Talking will be the only way to heal. Inviting a healing. So talking would be the only way to heal, to invite in a healing with him and whoever he had division with. This lady, number one, a female. And if a man hooked onto her, a man also, but mainly some female. But over here, this goes with the family. Talking will be the only way to heal. If you got to go to support group or anything like that. Invite in that healing family. Okay, let's go. Let's see. God dropped all of them. I'm going to take it. He wanted his inheritance, his money, his property, anything that belonged to him. Right? Let's flow. The next one is a man was animalistic to him. Fighting, fussing, controlling, dominating. Anything like that. A man that has two names to him. Whoever he is. So it says right here that maybe he get caught by his first and last name or first and middle name. Okay, he had to take his power back. God said, take all your power back, Mr. Williams, from this man here. Right? Get away from the idiot, because he's an idiot. Okay? Because they didn't like Mr. Williams putting them on trial, asking them questions, or this man didn't. So it says no more time for lack. God says God didn't want Mr. Williams to have no more lack. Because dealing with these people, it was a lack. They was pulling from him and he wasn't receiving. He needed faith over all because he needed a miracle at one point in his life. God's protection, a miracle. Follow me? Let's just flow from Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams. Okay, we have right here. He was dealing with a Pied Piper, a dangerous love. So this somebody that he liked. So the Pied Piper is a male. So what I'm going to say is a female and is a male hooked on, right? So it's somebody that he get along with, I guess. Business partner, whoever this man is. But the man had a lot going on, God says, right? Because there's picking people, certain kind of people. Right? So it says right here, no more trying to impress. He wasn't going to try to impress anymore, Mr. Williams. Here he is to this man. Did you do it? Or to this woman. Or they were saying to Mr. Williams, did you do it, Mr. Williams? Did you take out a lawsuit? Did you get a lawyer? Anything like that? Did you? Whatever they want to know. They weren't trying to impress him. So we can take it either way. Because these people had cheating ways. And Mr. Williams wasn't settling for less. Okay, God said for Mr. Williams to get away from any deterrent that caused the dysfunction in the AM, anything in the AM, because he rose to beat her at her own game or a man at his own game, because Mr. Williams was pulling out of this deal or agreement or whatever this was, what work seemed like. Okay, but she rose to the occasion to beat him at his own game, a female. She did something to make sure he didn't really be able to fulfill the mission he was trying to do, get out. So they was taking him for a joke. Yeah, me too. Whatever he was saying, they took him for a joke. Maybe he was saying, whatever he was saying, I don't know what he was saying, so I can't tell you unless I see it in a card. So a warrant is coming for somebody to be locked up. Follow me? So it says right here, are you molded to a religion? So what's Mr. Williams molded to a religion? Are his leaders his gods? So anybody he consider a leader, would he consider them his God and let them control him? Because it's all about God having control over you, not this person and that person. So whoever these people was he letting him be his God and control him? Was he molded to a religion that tell him he had to be a certain kind of way? Or was he free to be able to act like he wanted to act or he needed to act, depending on the situation? Follow me? He ended up in a funeral home. Here's a funeral parlor card. Company that house bodies when you don't treat it like the jewel it is. That's where you end up, a funeral parlor. And this also stands for just a treatment card also. Okay, but it's the funeral parlor for Mr. Williams. Universe, you know all about it. Okay. What's inside the door? He wanted to know that this lady really cared. Does this man really care? Business partners. This lady is connected to some ex, some female. Did this person really care? Either one of them or both of them, however it's flowing. What's inside the door of the person's mind? Or they wanted to know what was inside of his mind. But I feel that's his card because he was around a sinful place. So it could be hotel, bar, club, rehabilitation place, Alcoholics Anonymous, drug treatment, court, jail, church, store, any kind of business, anything that got a bunch of glass. Get what I'm saying? Any building, whatever it was. It was considered sinful as far as God because something there is sinful about it, whatever the place is. So it says right here that he need to step into his kingship, God says. He had a chance at love to love Mr. Williams. Get what I'm saying? Usually it'd be to love somebody, but he had to love Mr. Williams to become the king. Get what I'm saying? His kingship, he got to love Mr. Williams. Get what I'm saying? Not some female out there. Okay, so it says right here, flames will spark. They light green. I meant to say some of them. They light green. Flames were sparked and Mr. Williams captured the flames. Get what I'm saying? Fussing, anything like that. Fussing, fighting, cussing, whatever was going on, right? Because people was picking people in the order of certain kind of people for whatever reasons they was picking people for. This woman and this man, whoever this is, he was in an agreement with. Okay, numbers could be part of anything from a license, door number, phone number, birthday, social, or anything it could be a part of. Anything, right? Even money, it could be a part of anything. Time, court date, or whatever. It says he didn't know the cause of her anger, this lady's anger, or this man's anger. Right? Universe, you know all about it. So it was transporting of drug. So I feel like by him not knowing the cause of the person's anger, I feel like the person was on some kind of drug. Follow me? That's why Mr. Williams didn't know the anger, the cause of the person's anger, because the person was on some kind of drug, transporting, putting drugs in the person's system. That's why the person was angry. Follow me? So we have right here that gradually a court date is coming up. Back then, a court date was going to be coming up for these people because Mr. Williams put something in, some kind of lawyer he talked to or anything like that. Or a court date coming up right now in 2023 for these people, especially the woman, #1 player, right? So we have right here that they didn't see his worth and they didn't look at him as worthy. They decided, man or the female, or a group of them, whoever it is, to wash their hands on an African American, and that would be Mr. Jalen Williams. Because right here, they like to have fun and like to party, have fun, and dress up. Okay, let's just flow, universe. So back then, Mr. Williams might have did the lawsuit, or went to court about these people or whatever, where a court date was coming up for them about stealing from him or whatever they was doing, or if not, that one coming up for them now because they're going to get caught, because really it's time to get them behind bars, man and woman or group of them, whoever it was, because somebody's going to jail. Here's the jail card and here's the warrant, and I saw it 2 times, so some kind of way somebody's going to jail, whoever it is out of this equation, or both of them, or whoever it is, woman, man, a group of them, or whoever these people are. Okay, and that's what I want to say. So it ended with fun. They wanted to have fun. So having the fun came before the transporting of the drug and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know where they was at, picking people because of certain people. So maybe some kind of, was these people running something? Where these people at? Because the trafficking, picking people because they'll go with trafficking, jobs. So they was picking because of whatever, for whatever reasons. But anyway, that's it. Anything else for Mr. Jalen, universe? Because I see that it's a court date and these people going to jail, or somebody out of this equation going to jail. So is that it, universe? Let's just see before I give up, before I call it quits with Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, let's just flow. Is this it? Well, who? Okay, let's see. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Let me see, Mr. Williams. Anything else for Mr. Williams? Only on 19. Is there anything else for Mr. Williams? Universe 12 jumping up. Is this you, Mr. Williams? Let's see. Mr. Williams or not. I don't know, it jumped out though. Is this for Mr. Williams universe? Is this for Mr. Williams universe? Yeah, Showtime in it. Yeah, Showtime. Showtime means something bad happening. It was Showtime. Life was like a movie. Get what the card's saying? It was Showtime for Mr. Williams. Life was like a movie. Mr. Williams was being chased. He was running for his life. This is deck. We got number 12. So 1 and 2 is 3. So it could have been at least 3 people. 21 people. If it was some party, however this flowing. Let's flow for a minute. I'm hearing 7 for you, Mr. Williams. Let's see where 7 at for Mr. Williams. I'm hearing 7 in my mind. Let's flow. 7 for Mr. Williams universe. No, this is an 8 on here. This must be 7. Let's flow. This must be you. Put the stone here with top on it. What will you do to save? What will he do to... Oh, Mr. Goodness, I felt that, Mr. Williams. Because it says, what will he do to save himself? It made me feel a certain kind of way. It made me... Look what the card say. Didn't I say they was trying to take his money from him? What would he do to save himself? Mr. Williams was running for his life. That's what happened on his journey. Get what the card's saying. Oh my goodness. Let me just go here. What would Mr. Williams do to save himself? Because it was all about money with these people. Life was falling apart. He is living a plantation way of living, or one of these people he is connected with. That means not having enough of food, shelter, love, money, or clothing. Whatever. Him or somebody. Life was falling apart. I can feel my life's mission being gay. So do not ask somebody why they gay. He needed to ask somebody. Is they gay, or somebody need to ask him was he gay or anything like that. Okay. So it says he is on the speedway and he was gorgeous. Follow me? So it says somebody was actually wondering if he was gay or anything like that. Or I don't think it was him asking. Okay. So what is next? Tearing another one down. Somebody was tearing him down while having a blank look on their face, or he had one on his. He had to look over his shoulders. He looked over his shoulders, or somebody looked over their shoulders, and pills was accessible. Get what I'm saying? So it had to be like at this party, club, or wherever they was. Right? So it says he in a safe and happy place now with universe. Get what I'm saying? With God, with spirit. But also the safe and happy place for him could have been where he thought he was ready to start a business or whatever. And that's an accomplishment. So that would be if he was thinking that right there. Okay, but thoughts were swirling in his mind at the duplex. At whatever house he was at, place he was at, job he was at, club he was at, wherever he was at. Because he wanted a man to change. Whoever it was a person that needed to change his ways. Because he did a preview and he was on a battleground. But God told him what? Stay on your path, Mr. Williams, because he's an earth angel. Follow me. This man had to find other ways to pleasure himself. Whoever it was who had a problem with him. Because whoever it was racist as heck. This is a racist card. Back your ways of thinking card. Racist, and it means you don't come up to today's time. You're not going to let it be like what it's supposed to be right now. You want to still keep it like in the 90s. It's 2023, and you got somebody that want to keep things like it was in the 90s. Get what I'm saying? He saw it. I see it now. This is what this person is like. So we have right here that soon God wanted him to get on his path. Follow me? Because universe, what's my path? And he wanted to know soon. And his path was the kind of work he was doing, but it just wasn't at that place. Because he was around a bunch of vultures and people who use and take advantage of him for their own sake, right? He created the walls of safe for himself, and he turned on and off switches because he went to that place. He went to that place, so he created the walls of harm and safe because he went there. His free will, he went there. Okay? He turned on and off switches. That means break out of it and get away. He controlled that, whatever he did, right? He can't control others, though. We have somebody who's a Capricorn or just got negative devil energy like a Capricorn out of any of these people, right, involved, right? So I don't know if he a Capricorn is female or male she is connected to, or a group of people. I don't know. Whoever had a lack of control. They didn't notice that Mr. Williams was of a different caliber, right? He wasn't a gay person. He wasn't a drug addict or whatever they was trying to make him. Money was pending, right? And I feel Mr. Williams' money was owed to Mr. Williams. Pending, remember. God said, you need to tell the truth, miss, whatever your name is, a female he is connected to, right? You need to tell the truth. And you need to surrender and say, you sorry. Because it says right here that during church hours, and we know what church hours is, 7 to 10 o'clock at night, depending on what kind of church you go to. Somebody, brother, nephew, husband, father, son, or whoever was murdered. And so I can put this, I don't know if Mr. Williams have any siblings. This could stand for Mr. Williams. I mean, this is a healing card. I don't know why it's in here. I suppose it took it out. But I feel God wanted in, so I just can't just take out cards because I want them out. But this goes with my healing card. See, it looked like this because it's an old card. But God wanted in. So this card going to stand for Mr. Williams, because if he has siblings, though, it only can go if he got siblings, right? If he don't have siblings, it could be for some family member of his, right? And he's the family member that was killed. Get what I'm saying? It got to be a male, though. So this would stand for Mr. Williams, right? So his budget plummeted, Mr. Williams, because he astonished that she did it. Get what it's saying? This female he is involved with. If she, I don't know if she a mother. I don't know if this lady a mother he is connected to, or his mother is a sage mother. If not, the person not a sage, they're adventurous like a sage. Get what I'm saying? If the person not a Sagittarius, a mother, his mother, or this lady. If this lady got kids and she a mother, if she not a sage, she adventurous like one. If his mother not a sage, his mother adventurous like a sage. Get what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at it. That's why I'm saying it. He was gorgeous and he was on the speedway. Follow me? Because they say that's what happened on his journey. Oh, shoot. Because it says right here that somebody need to surrender and say they sorry. This female, she's the top player, female. Some ex of his, female, partner, whoever she was. And tell the truth, miss. Because money was pending. And he wanted you to give him his money. Follow me? His budget was plummeted. Follow me? He was astonished. Right here. That she did it. You. God. He's dealing with a darn Judas. God says a Judas. He had a blank look on his face. So what's next? Tearing another person down. You was tearing him down. You thought you can get away with it, though. You probably was just powerful with your words. He was out of his element. Look over your shoulders. Pills was accessible at this party or wherever he was with these people. He wasn't going to postpone an active action, and that is pulling out of this deal or whatever this is. But you wasn't going to postpone an active action. You and your friends or whatever, and do what you did to Mr. Williams. Because right here, Mr. Williams wanted something in print. Here's Mr. Williams. Give me something in print. Put it in writing. You're going to give me my money next week. I'm using this for an example. Put it in writing that you're going to give me my money next week. Put it in writing. Write it down. Now, anything like that he said to this female or business partners, whoever, here they are. The woman, the man, or whoever these people is he connected with who owe him money. Silly boy. You asking me for a receipt? You asking me to put it in writing? You don't believe me? No, he don't believe you. That's why he asked for it in writing. He's a genius. They didn't even know it. And he didn't even know it. Okay, we have right here that if he was wondering if somebody was wondering was he gay, they shouldn't wonder. They should ask him, is he gay, right? Okay, can I feel my God's mission being gay? This would be his card because he's an earth angel. You heard me say earlier, right? So that means if he a gay person, could he feel his God mission? But if somebody attack him and do something against his will, get what I'm saying? Can he still do his God mission? Get what it is, right? Depending on what was going on at this place, right? That he was at. So it says right here that he is living a plantation way of living. Life was falling apart in some area, right? If not him, this lady or the man she is connected to, one of these people, not having enough love, shelter, money, food, or clothing. Because he saw it, now he see it. That somebody has some backyard ways of thinking. Racist, number one, is the top one, racist. Second one is the person don't want to come up to today's time. It's like when you're a slave, the person still wants you to be a slave in 2023. Can I make it clear for you what I'm saying? Okay, let's flow. Okay, he had to learn lessons needed. Learn all the lessons God wanted him to learn. Follow me? And being to express his spirituality. Here's the card again. Okay, somebody was killed during church hours between 7 and 10 o'clock. So whatever happened to him some kind of way happened when it happened. Right? Because that's church hours. I don't know of any churches in the middle of the night. Church hours. Okay, let's go. So we have right here that he needed self-love. He needed to have self-love and challenge that thing. It's key, God says, right? Because somebody wanted love and treatment from him, but he also wanted love and treatment from these people, especially this lady he supposed to have known to treat him decent and fair. Okay, if I knew him, should I tell him or her? Because wearing revealing clothes did it. So we had a revealing clothes, so we got another clothes card. So wearing revealing clothes did it. If I know him or her, should I tell? So we got to take this from Mr. Usually this be a lady card, like I said in the other one. But see, I got to twist it around. Some kind of way, whoever this is that was messing with Mr. Williams had revealing clothes, a certain kind of clothing. It could be a cop uniform. You know what I mean? It could be any kind of uniform of authority. Get what I'm saying? A Klan uniform. Get what I'm saying? Revealing clothes. Should I tell? Right? Okay, let's flow. Because we got somebody was venting for a move to be made, wanting a move to be made. Right? So if the person not a Virgo, they act like a Virgo, business-minded, right? If the person not a Sag, they act like a Sag, adventurous. Get what I'm saying? Right? Whoever it is, though, one person was venting for the other one to make a move, and the person made the move wisely. Follow me? So they could have told Mr. Williams, make a move or go ahead, do this or whatever, and he did whatever. Or it could have been just somebody else saying, do something to him or whatever. I just don't know. I don't like to put words in if I don't see it. I don't want to say too much of things like that. Okay. Call is ring time. So this right here is a wedding card. So some man was going to be calling to give a ring or talk about getting married maybe to this lady. Because he wanted a checkmate with this lady. So maybe if she not a Sage, she adventurous like a Sage. So some man wanted to marry this lady, evidently. Because I know Mr. Williams wasn't trying to marry her because it seemed like he was having problems with this woman here. Okay, it was all about money. What would he do to save himself, though? Wait a minute, I gotta get this. What would he do to save himself? It was all about money. Okay, let's see. Okay, no. Okay. No. All right. I didn't stop in the middle of the storyline. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Will you change? Oh, yeah. He wanted to change someone. He wanted somebody to change because it was all about money. He wanted this person to change. This person didn't notice that Mr. Williams was of a different caliber. Okay. He had empty thoughts while time was going by. or right now, these people are, this lady and the man, whoever was involved, having empty thoughts right now, or back then, Mr. Williams had it, right? Okay, he need to have a clear mind because he was dealing with somebody who was letting off their sexual tendencies. Because, sorry, Mr. Williams did a preview, I'm so sorry. And he saw he was on a battleground with these people. But finally, he in a safe and happy place, and that would be with God and spirit. Because he's on a battleground. Get what it's saying? The battleground. You know what the battleground is? When you at war, right? Okay. So this would I can switch this to Mr. Williams, and I can take it with either this man, whoever this is that was connected, this woman, either all three of these people. I can put it with the female. Might have had mother problems, right? Her mother wasn't emotionally available. The man who was connected with her, who was causing problems for Mr. Williams' mother, wasn't emotionally available, or Mr. Williams' mother was not emotionally available. But for Mr. Williams' mother not being emotionally available, it's only because he wasn't in her presence for her to be emotionally available. Get what I'm saying? She couldn't help him or be emotional available for him to help him or give him advice or anything because she wasn't near him. Get what I'm saying? To do that. But these other two people, they probably grew up with problems with their mother. Get what I'm saying? But he couldn't get the emotions from his mother at the time because he wasn't around his mother. Get what I'm saying? So she wasn't emotionally available for him to say, "Ma, help me. Ma, what should I do?" Get what I'm saying? So that's why his mother is like that. So it says right here, what do mother love feel like? So these two people, one of them or both of them had problems with their mother. What do mother love feel like? So if I take this to Mr. Williams, this side, what do mother love feel like? He want his mother's love right then. He thinking about his mother because this is the dying card. Right here. He's on the battleground. It's the dying card. He thinking about his mother. Goodness, I don't want to start. This is too early in the day. I'm feeling a certain way. So Mr. Williams died thinking about his mother. This the dying card, and this his mother. He is thinking about his mother. He was dying thinking about his mother. Last thoughts was his mother. What do mother love feel like? I want to feel my mother's love. I want to feel my mother's love. Because he wasn't getting love from them people. Up here he wanted love and treatment. They wasn't not being nice to him. I just wish one of those truck drivers or whoever it was would have let him get in a car. If you see somebody walking and he need help, why don't you just let him in and take him to the hospital? I feel he would have been saved. Sometimes people just don't, sometimes they're not available when they need to be available. But when they don't, when you don't need them, they doing whatever. The most. Okay, it says right here, he had to see it for what it is because these people was energy seeking. He is connected to. Okay, we have right here that he pinpointed it, whatever problem with these people, and he had complained about it because thoughts was swirling in his head at the duplex, the house, the club, or wherever they was. He was somewhere where he was in a house some kind of way, but the other one say the house. It was a house, and here's over here the duplex. Okay, you can still do God's mission if you like. God was saying he can still do God's mission. Can you still love me now? You know. So this card goes with, usually it'd be with somebody, so some kind of way with somebody in that group of people, can you still love me now, you know? So maybe some kind of way this will go with, because it's his card, he can still do God's mission if he like. Can you still love me now, you know? I don't know if he was getting out of what he was getting out of the deal or whatever. Can this lady still be friends with him or something like that? So I don't know who he would be saying, can you still love me? Or, that's his card though. Let's just look for a minute. Universe, you know about it. Okay, walls create safe. Walls create safe plus harm. So he created the walls of safe and harm. He went to the place Livingston, or wherever it was, Livington. I'm trying to say it right, Livingston, right? But then he went somewhere else. So if he ain't go on his own somewhere else, he was kind of forced to go to somewhere else. Because I'm trying to remember, was a force card. I would have to look at my other ones to see if it was a force card. I'm just not sure, right? So that's creating the walls of harm and safe. He was in control of going to the other place. Both places he was in control of, unless he was forced some kind of way with the second place. He turned on and off switches. That means saying no or yes to whatever. So it says right here, being different. Wait a minute. It's this card right here. Somebody had told him, come on, let's get to the melting pot. So I feel it was the female saying, come on, I got a business deal or anything like that. This lady was talking about the melting pot. Right? It says that he was adorable, Mr. Jalen Williams, right? Being different just mean he stood out. And he was different evidently. He was African American and maybe whatever else was different about him. He stood out in the crowd wherever he was, right? Because it was a racist place, right? So life is like a movie. He is right here. Life is like a movie. And it was showtime and something happened. Because he stood out. Get what it's saying right here? So we have right here, somebody had to find other ways to pleasure themselves because God told Mr. Jalen to stay on his path. Life is like a movie. It was just kind of, it mean chaotic. Okay? We got a person, it was a lack of control out of somebody who could be a Capricorn or who just exhibited Capricorn energy, and that's negative devil, Satan energy. Right? Serpent energy, negative. Right? Bad behavior, whoever it was. Whoever it is might have a daughter. Right? Unless he have a daughter. Or it could be the lady involved. She could be a Capricorn and she have a daughter. They don't have to be. Follow me? Or she is the daughter of her mother or her father and whatever. Parents, one of her parents is a Capricorn. It could go all kind of ways. Or his mother's a Capricorn. It can go different ways. Follow me? Okay, universe, you know all about it. Oh, shoot, I'm trying to... So it says right here that God says wear the shield of honor and the helmet of strong. He needed to, right? For the best option for him. So his next card was, he was a genius and he didn't even know it. But he was a genius and they didn't know it. These are light green, these people. So he is in pain right here, God says. But it says right here somebody was dealing with a drug, right? So the next one is, he was asking God what was his path. Soon, right? So this is going to be the last one. I'm not going to do another one for Mr. Jalen Williams. I'm going to take this as his path is right here. He was spirit because his path ended. Get what I'm saying? So the next path for him was to be with God. Get what I mean? Get what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. Because he asked God. So I'm going to look at this as a prayer right here. Because I'm going to look at this as the prayer that he praying while dying. Universe, what is my path? Soon. Because it's the dying card. He's on the battlefield. Here's the dying card. He thinking about his mother right there. Because we got the beat on card and I think one of the other ones. He was beat on. They might have beat him out his money, but physically somebody I feel did some kind of beating I feel was physical. Even though he got beat out of his money or whatever, but I feel it was physical. Because I'm trying to think, did both beaded cards come out? I'm not sure if both don't come out or not, but yeah, maybe this lady was gonna marry this man that she's connected with. Maybe she's going to marry that person. tried to take advantage of Mr. Williams because they could. He was out of his element. He was somewhere where he didn't even live. People didn't even look like him. He was around a bunch of people who was wolves. Didn't care nothing about him but to use him. And just took cool advantage. And people like that, you can take advantage of people that's earth angel people, people that's nice and kind and godly. Certain kind of people you can just take cool advantage of. And he saw it too late. When he got to see it, it was too late because he couldn't get out of there just like that. So we can't really put ourselves in positions where we can't get out. Because sometimes we put ourselves in positions where we can't get out. So we got to be careful of places we go, things we do, especially places we go, and not have it where we are locked in and stuck. See what I'm saying? Because we have no way out. So we got to make sure we can get out. That's why some people don't like to go in tunnels because they feel like anything can happen. It might not be an opening at the end or it might crash down on them. So we just got to be sure that we can get out of whatever it is or places we go, and don't be where we're relying on whoever it is to help us, because they can do anything and you stuck, stranded, you alone, where they can just do anything to you like these people and just blame it on you. So this, I keep hearing the same story because with Mr. Carter back then, who seemed like it's the same thing. He was like running or whatever was going on, and he was decapitated. And it was a racist police also, where his death being blamed on his own self. No, you can't blame him for his own death because he didn't do this to himself. Just like Mr. Williams didn't do this to himself. This was done to Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams was murdered. I'm saying it. I don't see the murdered card. I didn't see the murdered card. I don't think I saw the murdered card. Was it a murdered card, Lord? I did 3 of them so far. I don't think I saw the murdered card. Jumping out. Let me see. I didn't see. Did I see any card? Was it a murder card? Let me hold for a minute. Mastermind. Look at that. Mastermind. I don't know. Let's see. I didn't see. Here's a judge. I don't think I. See. I don't see. But whatever it was unjust. Whatever it was unjust. However it's sliced. But I don't think I saw the murder card. Did I see the put out card? Did I see any of the death cards in the universe? I don't know. Let's see. Let me just see. I'm going to do this one real fast. This jumping out at me. The universe, you know all about it. First one is somebody wanted their needs met, so they abused Mr. Williams, a mastermind, that female. They might have met him or saw him on TV or online or anything like that. They might have met him some kind of way that way. Okay, he was nervous about this place. Some place, right? That second place that they took him to. He was absorbing to see if this person was genuine. No matter whatever she might have been saying about something. Because he was feeling what? Livingston, whatever the name of that place he was at. Okay, it says that he had to rely on his own self to elevate himself, not on his lady. But it says, where's his princess? So his princess would be his mother, follow me? So he could win because he needed his princess, the woman who loved him. Get what I'm saying? So it says right here that somebody has an Aquarius sun or somebody is a sign of Aquarius. If he not one, he knows somebody that's Aquarius. He knows someone have a son or anything like that, or this woman. Okay, we got the kindred spirit. Somebody he know. And right now, this would be Mr. Williams because this would be him in his storyline, in the spirit. God says right here, his ex was not for him. That lady, whoever she is, right? She feel like, nobody perfect. I mean, yeah. Mention us. Here's Mr. Williams. Mention us, the brass love one. You are that light. Mention us, people like us that get taken advantage of. They get treated like this and set up because it was a mastermind and that lady was it. because life was like a jigsaw puzzle to Mr. Williams at that point at this place. Here's God. It was unjust what was done to Mr. Williams. And it's going to be court. You're going to court, miss. You and your partner who all was with this thing. This is real life, God was saying to Mr. Williams. Not snowballs and lollipops. So it says right here that she is going to do what made her feel better. This lady he is connected to, or a man that she is connected to, and what make her feel good. So it says right here, why did my mother give me up? I said I can't talk. I can't talk. Sorry. I said I couldn't talk. I did a text. I can't talk. Okay. I'm so sorry. I did a text and a person still call anyway. That don't make too much sense. But this throws me off track. Why did my mom give me up? So this lady or this man, one of them had problems with their mother. I wonder who I look like. Had mother problems. Oh, yeah, let me keep it going this way. Okay, it says, Mr. Williams had to be free to make his own choice, God says, right? Why do he allow others to dictate his religion? So I'm going to put this with, why did he let these people, the woman or the man or whoever, dictate his faith? I'm going to say having faith in. So I'm going to say, why did he have faith in these people, put his trust in these people when he should have put his trust in God? You get what I'm saying? So we have right here, somebody didn't have romance in a long time. This lady, the man, Mr. Williams, or somebody. So we have right here, God needed to intervene for Mr. Williams. Get what I'm saying? Intervene and tell these people or help these people not hurt Mr. Williams. Because, see, this is something, when you do something cruddy, something bad, you need God to fix it. Get what I'm saying? God had to come in between because it's so messed up and jacked up. Get what I'm saying? Right? But they didn't hear God. They didn't want to hear God. They decided they're going to do what they're going to do to Mr. Williams. Right? And also, this could stand for the jury. Right? When the jury happens, it's going to be people for the jury. And these people are going to want God to intervene to help them at the jury. Man or woman or a group of them, whoever this is, right? Addictions play a part in soul breaking. So it says, find out why did you stick with it so long. So he was dealing with somebody who had some kind of addiction, or he had some kind of addiction. Right? Why did you stick with it so long, or why did the person stick with it so long? Follow me? Let's flow for a minute. So, addictions is any kind of addiction, whatever it may be. So it says right here that we got 103, could have been after 1 in the morning. It could be anything. This could stand for anything from January the 3rd, January the 30th. It could stand for anything, a time, a date, phone number, part of a license, or anything it could be. It says, you did well. So God telling me I did well with the storyline. I don't have to do any more. Mention me. Mention me. This would be Mr. Jalen Williams. Mention me. Tell her. So her would be his mother, or her would be this lady. So let's see what come after. Okay. You're going to be residing in front of a judge, and you're going to get all tensed up. You check the time, and you mentioned it to him, and you checked the time, and you mentioned it to him. Okay? Let's flow for a minute. This might be his mother. Let's flow. This might be his mother. Let's see something. Okay, this might be for his mother. Let me take it that way. Because of how it's going, right? So, the warrior right there. So, that's why it's going to go with his mother. Okay. You're going to be residing in front of a judge. They're going to be residing in front of a judge, right? But I'm saying, he's saying that they're going to be residing in front of a judge, and also the mother, his mother, because they tell her. So this had to be his mother, I feel, right here with this. So let's just flow. You're going to check the time, because it's going to be mentioned to you. And he telling you, Mr. Williams, be that warrior, mother, right? Peace within makes a stable mind for you, right? Black is beautiful. So he proud of being a black person, and he knew he was beautiful, his blackness. Follow me? Because he was around some racist people there. He liked music. Well, you like music. Being adopted. So he was being adopted, and that simply means that he was around people who was controlling him. Get what I'm saying? That's what it means, right? Well, finding my parents even matter. He wanted his mother. He wanted his parents. Get what I'm saying? Because he was being adopted. That means that you're held against your will. He wasn't adopted by these people. He was like held against his will. Get what it's saying? Right? Well, finding my mother, my parents even matter. Because at one point he wanted his family. When he was running, he wanted his family. He wanted out of that place. So the next thing is the funeral parlor in the box. But I got to take it around too, because this would be the mother, I feel, or the parents at court. They're gonna end up in a box. That means a cell, right? And this part, the panel, just stands for the cell also. Whatever it's made out of, just a room. Get what it's saying? So I'm gonna leave it at that. So I feel like Mr. Williams is saying that they going to court right here and want you to be that warrior, mommy, right? You are beautiful. Black is beautiful, and he knew black was beautiful. And he had some people that had a problem with his skin. He is in a place where it was racist. He's dealing with a Judas. God says that back then. We know that from the Bible. We know what a Judas is. They just wanted to take what he had, take advantage, and then try to treat him like trash later on because he speak up about what belonged to him. We can't treat people like garbage because they look like me, because we not garbage. I know that stuff went back then, but this a whole new day and time. But you need to come up to today's time, because that is not gonna fly. Okay, so it's saying that you're going to court. I got 2 jail cards, and I'm believing God that God is gonna bring you in and haul you in. This woman is the #1 player, and whoever she had hooked with her, all of them put together, who all played a part in it. Because Mr. Williams needed a miracle at one point, needed God to intervene to help out, because these people, they was ridiculous. If that lady was a friend, who needs friends like her? That woman wasn't no friend. That lady was a Judas, God says. All the way around. You can't even make that look good. She was a Judas. Can't even leave. I wouldn't even leave my food around her. Wouldn't even eat from her. Okay, this is the bracelet one. This is storyline reading for Mr. Jalen Williams, 19-year-old young man who had lots of life to live, a thriving life, who was murdered, because he was murdered. However you slice it, he was murdered. Even though I don't see the murdered card, he was murdered. Because whatever was done to him caused him to die. So I feel if you give if he was given anything, any kind of way, whatever it might have been that he didn't even ask for, or was put in his food, or whatever happened here, because he had no clothes on, and I saw a rape card in the other storyline. He wasn't going along with whatever. He wasn't going along with things, and you picking certain people to do what you want to do to and take advantage of them and think you can get away with it. He was running for his life. Running for his very life. He wouldn't be running away from you if you so good of friends and you treat him good. He wouldn't be running from you. Why would he go out the house and be running somewhere? No. You don't run from somebody who treating you good. You run from people who not treating you good. So the problem was with that house and the people in that house. So that's where the law need to go back to. That house where he was at. That place where he was at. Because that's where the problem stemmed from. You are responsible. Period. Bottom line. And you was in the car some kind of way or whatever. So you probably rode up where he was at. He didn't just die out of nowhere. He was a healthy young man, came there weeks before, and all of a sudden he just died. Why did he die? How did he die? No. You came up with, it was a mastermind in this thing. You're going to get rid of him. You're going to get rid of him because he won his money and going to take you to court. Okay, universe. Because I don't think I saw none of the, yeah, you going to court. Let me just leave it at that. Somebody's going to court in this equation because I done had more than one jail card. This the brass love one. Peace to the family.